This is Sweet Tea, and we are on Baby Watch, which made me think I should probably do a video on what we're looking for whenever a goat is in labor. How do I know she's in labor? One, she has been very moody the past few days, so I knew we were probably getting close. She's already a moody girl, but she was going out of her way to start fights with literally everybody except for her own daughters. This is one of her daughters here that's been staying close to mom throughout the process. I don't want them in the pen together because once she has the next baby, she will probably start being mean to her old kiddo just because like she has new babies to protect. So the first thing I always watch is their udder. Now, she has had a bag for a couple of weeks minimum, so I've just been watching it. It will usually fill out more right as they're going into labor. I have a hard time see her hair standing up because there's somebody else over here. Look at that hair. I have a harder time telling on the udder just because most of mine have bagged up really early so far. And so the udder is one thing that I just really struggle to be able to tell differences with, but it's one thing to watch for. The biggest sign for me are these pencil ligaments, which go on either side of their tail. They start right about here and kind of go out like that. If you have a goat that is not pregnant, you can feel them really, really easily. Once they start getting later into their pregnancy, they start getting softer and softer, and then they completely go away. I can feel a little bit at the top if I try really hard, but you'll be able to kind of wrap your fingers around this tailbone, and that's where the pencil ligaments normally are. That means baby should be here within 24 hours. When those ligaments are gone, baby should be here in 24 hours. Last thing is discharge. I'm going to get you up close and personal. We're having some boogery looking discharge. Now, people have a hard time distinguishing between the labor discharge and the mucus plug. So the mucus plug is going to be like a thick, creamy, almost like yogurt or cream cheese consistency. I know, disgusting to compare it to, but just to give you an idea, or maybe even petroleum jelly like consistency, it's like thick, okay? The labor mucus is going to be more stringy, more like thin, more like snot. The mucus plug, they can lose up to like a month out, and they can lose it multiple times just like human women. Like it's not like, oh, okay, they lost their mucus plug, baby's coming. That's not how it works. I had to learn that the hard way because I thought that, oh, well, we have discharge, so that means baby. No, mucus plug does not mean baby. Mucus plug just means we're getting close-ish, but it doesn't mean baby's coming anytime soon. You can kind of keep notes on your goats, so you know, like a lot of times they'll have the same typical labor signs, each individual goat. All of the goats that are kidding with me have never kidded with me before other than Lily, and she is not due for another month or so. So I have to double check the calendar, but I think she's due towards the end of March. So it'll be a little bit for her. She's the only one who has kidded with me before, and she bagged up really early. She lost her mucus plug multiple times prior to kidding. So like mucus plug is not something that I go by anymore because I know it's not reliable. Two main things that I go by are the discharge, consistency, and like what it looks like, and then the ligaments. So those are the two main things that I look for. Number one, if I see any type of discharge, I go in, feel ligaments. If the ligaments are still solid, it's probably the mucus plug, and then I kind of inspect the discharge a little more. If it's looking more like yogurty or whatever, petroleum jelly, thicker consistency, baby's probably not coming. If it's looking thin and stringy, even if the ligaments are still a little bit there, I will usually separate them for at least 24 hours to watch and see if the ligaments start to disappear more or anything like that. I did have one that her mucus plug was a little thinner than normal. She did end up having her babies within a few days of me seeing that. Her ligaments were still present until, you know, it was, I think I felt them about 18 hours before she actually had the babies, and they were gone. So Once you feel the ligaments are gone, baby should be here within 24 hours. If ligaments are gone and it has been 24 hours and you are not seeing signs of baby, it is probably time to assess the situation, possibly look at a vet, maybe go in and feel and see what's going on. There are a lot of videos online that show like all the different ways of like checking what you're going in and checking for. But the big thing is making sure that you know what you're doing and know what you're looking for if you're going to go in. Also having gloves and knowing you have antibiotics, because if you ever go in to check, you need to give the goat a round of antibiotics afterwards, just to ensure she doesn't end up with a uterine infection, because that is a really serious thing, especially being like out in a barn type situation. If you have any other questions on goat birthing and goat laboring, let me know and I will be sure to do my best to answer those. But we are going to be on baby watch for the rest of the day, and I will keep you guys posted and let you know once we have little babies. I'll try to get it on video if I can. Some of these girls have been real sneaky and wait till I go inside for like 30 minutes and pop out babies. So some of them just don't like an audience, and I can't do anything about that. But I will be uploading more of the actual birthing videos that I do have soon. I just haven't had a moment to sit down and edit them all, but they will be up ASAP. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys later. Bye.